Hey y'all, how are you? I am good. Um, I got quite a bit done, but not enough. My room's still a mess. It was a little bit more um, difficult putting the new bookshelf together, which, is what it is, but it's going to take me a little longer to put things the way I want them because it didn't quite turn out like I thought it would. So, we're going to give it some time. I want to color a little bit and then I'll update y'all. I'll show you what's going on and all that good stuff. But I'm just dying to color. I haven't colored in like 3 days, 4 days, somewhere in there. I don't know, but it's been a while. So I'm not even sure what I want to color in. He's got a croissant on his head. Hi, Lori. How are you? Um, yeah, we're just. I'm having a little bit of a difficulty with my room, but it's still not out of reach. Just gotta finagle a little bit differently than what I wanted to. I'm okay. I'm just not quite disappointed, but a little like it's not the way I wanted it, but so we kind of deal with what we got and be happy we got it, right? So yeah, now I'm not disappointed in the bookshelf. I love the bookshelf. And like I said, I'll show you guys in a minute. I just want a few more people to come in and then I'll show you. But the bookshelf was bigger than what I thought. So it's going to take more space than what I thought. So I had to break it up. And you'll see what I mean in a second. So it kind of didn't work out the way I wanted it to, but it will in the long run. If that makes any sense. Probably not. So I'm sure I'm going to kind of explain things to you. Okay. So the bookshelf, and you'll see in a minute, but the bookshelf that I've got, okay, is little cubicles like this. Okay. And there's 18 of them. Okay. Which means you can, put them any way you want to put them. So we thought. Well, when we got it and we read the instructions, that is true, but I have to buy a whole nother set in order to do what I wanted. I wanted it to kind of go up like this and then just a few here, up again this way, and then the same way over here. I wanted this one to go higher but I wanted 2 in between instead of just 1. I wanted 2. But with the way that it's set up, you can't do that. So unless you buy a whole nother set, or different set, I should say, not set, just a whole nother different set. So if I want, I can do the whole 18 like this, but then I lose the wall space that the beast took over. So I'm right back into the same predicament. So what I'm gonna do is I've got, what do I get? Okay, so I've got 12 done. And it's like this. It's 4 up, 3 across. So that gives me 6 more. So what I'm going to do is when I take the other bookshelf out, and I'll show you which one I'm talking about, I'm going to build 2, 2, and 2 for the last 6. Hi, Dawn. And then I think I'm going to use those for like markers, like books that I don't really use, like all my Jade Summers that I'm keeping, they can go in there, and just things, little ends that I don't have no place for, so I'm gonna have to make a place for. Like my diamond paintings, and now I've got a spot for those, so I don't have to worry about those. So it'll work out. It's going to work out differently than what I expected. I'm still going to have this whole wall. I'm just not going to have everything in one spot. I'm going to have to divide it up again. So not quite what I wanted, but maybe in time I will decide that I want another, and I'll just take it right across the whole wall. And I guess I could do that. I could build a whole new, take the last 6 and add to this. And do, another. See, I can't, because I don't want to go straight across again. And I don't know if I can do. Yeah, see, I can't do. Could I do 3 and 3 maybe? I don't think it'll let me. I think it'll throw the whole thing off. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm totally struggling with it now. So I'm doing fine, Dawn. Thank you. I hope you're doing good too. So it's not exactly what I was hoping for, but it's not completely out of the realm yet. I'm just going to have to move things around that not in the way that I wanted to, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Re-strategizing. you know, getting rid of stuff that I don't want, that, you know, I don't want to, I don't want to throw away, but yet, you know, I have like umpteen dozen candle holders. And yeah, I'm so running out of space to hold these things. So I'm going to put them all in a box. I'm going to tape up the box and I'm going to have my husband put it in the basement because I'm just out of space for all of it. And I don't want to do it. I don't want to have them out. I don't want to have them all over the place because all they do is collect dust and then I have to clean them. And I'm tired of cleaning them. Oh, that's good, Dawn. You should see the dust that was on top of that bookshelf that I had, the Beast. I had all my pictures and my mom's urn and stuff on top of it. And you should see the dust that's all over that stuff. It's like, ugh, no, not happening. I just got too much shit. That's my problem. I got too much crap. I see, you know, like flower vases that, you know, my brothers and my kids have bought me flowers in, and, you know, I don't want to get rid of the vase because, you know, it's kind of a sentimental thing. So, you know, what am I going to do with these things? I've got like a ton. I'm over it. Oh, those are also going in the box and they're going to be taped up and they're going to go down in the basement. And then when I die, they can all deal with it. Mm-hmm. Because I just don't know. I just don't know. And I am so tired of dealing with it. So I am going to color. But I will show you guys the unit on what's done so far. You just can't judge because the rest of the room's still a mess. Driving me crazy, but you know, it's going to stay that way because until I figure out what I want to do with it, that's just how it is. Okay. Let me take you guys down and I will show you. Cameras. Still didn't see me though, did you? Thank goodness, because I'm a mess right now. Hair's up in a ponytail. Looks terrible. Okay. Got the old raggedy clothes on. So, yep. See, still messy, still messy, still messy. But there's my unit. Looks really cool. It's not leaning, the books are. But yeah, it looks so good. All my pencils. Okay, hold on. Okay. Spiral bound books. There. Random books. Jay Day. Alina Lazavera. And Julia Sperry. Right there. There. Okay. Random books. Guys, I'm just going to have to get used to it and I'll tell you later. But those up there underneath the clown are PDFs, and those are extra pencils. Yeah, doesn't look like too many books over there, but I still got hold on. I still got those. That I don't necessarily want in there. I think when I take all this apart, all that right in there. Hold on. That shelving unit right there. When that all comes out, the sugar bin is going to go where it's at. And then I think I'm going to put the 6 right there. And that's what I'm going to do with those. And then, yeah, all those candle holder thingies that are all dusty and everything. And that shoebox full of books over there, those are giveaway books. So, yep. And then I got these books all set nice the way I want them. All the way down. Yep. And then I'm going to tackle that. And figure that what I want to do with that. And then this, I think I'm going to leave the way it is. Because I kind of like everything up there the way it is. So, yep, it's just going to be this side of the room that changes mostly. Yep. So that's where I'm at so far. That's where I wanted to be, but you know. All right, let me put you guys back up here. Try to do it with minimal disruption. This is what holds my wire to the arm that my phone thing is sitting on, but my camera's hooked to. That way it's not hanging in your all's way. So, yeah, not a lot changed, but, you know, it is what it is. Oh, yeah, hang on. Hang on. Oh. Hang on. Okay, so we have the little tiny books up there. See the little tiny books? Okay. And then I have a book in the bubble wrap. That's Serene. My husband bought that for my birthday. That's a really expensive book, so it's still in the bubble wrap. I mean, I color in it, but still in the bubble wrap. And then there's one bookshelf. There's 2 bookshelves. There's 3. Those are all the hardcover books. This bookshelf is all the expensive to mid expensive. There's 4 bookshelves, and there's more bookshelves. Okay, hold on. Okay, and then there's those books, and then those right there, right here, all the way down, right here, right here, right here, right here, and right here are all pencil, and right there, all pencils. Oh, and right there, and then all these books right here. Yep. That don't include, diamond paintings or those books or my PDFs. Yeah. So, and my cart. Yeah, I got a ton of books right in my cart that I'm working on. Yep. I got 3 shelves of books and pencils just in my cart. Yeah, it's a thing. I'm not the only one. There's a ton of people out there with more books than I've got. My set don't even touch some of them. I shouldn't say set, I should say collection. Yeah. But it's again, it's a thing. And I've got a shoebox, a big square shoebox full of ones that will be given away at some point in time. So yeah. But I've been doing this since late 2014, early 2015. So 10 years, 9 years, somewhere in there. You collect a lot when you've been doing it. Gee, I need more. Well, I can't say you don't, and I can't say you do. All I can say is, not necessarily. How's that? It can be a good thing, and it can be a pain in the butt. Okay, I'm gonna color y'all. Because I know when I want to switch things around and I want to move things, it's not just a day's worth of doing that. It's a whole big ordeal because I have so many of them and because they are heavy. So I have to make sure that I have the right type of storage for them because, with them being as heavy as they are, I can't just put them in anything. So it can be a pain in the ass. Literally. Oh, that's cool. It's a fun hobby. It really is. And it's a relaxing hobby. But, I have literally thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars invested in this. So it's not a cheap. Well, doggone it, why can't I find the pencil I want? This is starting to irk me. It's just an itty bitty pencil. It can't be that difficult to find. That's because it's hiding over here. Nope, it's hiding over here. So yeah, it's a fun hobby, but it's an expensive one. Okay. And then you get a lot of judgment from people in the YouTube streets because they don't understand the need for all of the books, and it's not for them to understand. It's it's for me to with. So I don't know. It's a good thing, but yet it's a bad thing because it's every time Curb Roseanne comes out the book, it's like, oh well, I got all his other books. I kind of want to stay with collecting his whole like all of them. And then the same thing with Camellia D'Erico and Hannah Carlson and Joanna Basford, and just all the artists that you start collecting, and you don't realize that these people come out with books like every so many months. It's like they're doing it for a living. It's killing their living because figure on average, you're looking at about $15 a book. And I have over 600 books. Yep. This is the book View has. Yep. This is the new Catitude by Camellia D'Erico. I'm not into cats, and I really wasn't going to get this one. But again, it's really hard not to because I have all her other books. So, we are just going to do some easy coloring tonight and color as a cat. So what are you guys up to? Hi, Peggy. How are you? You should have seen it before I got this room, Amy, because this room used to be I had it set up for my grandbaby. It was her toy room, bedroom when she was here. And yeah, she wasn't a happy camper when Grandma took over her bedroom, but it got to the point where she was older and, she was coming out less and less. And Grandma was just kind of over it and wanted my own art room. So, but all this stuff was out in my living room before it was in here. Yeah. I mean, I have a big enough living room that I made it work, but yeah, it was a lot. And my family's not very understanding where it comes to my hobby. My mother-in-law and my kids, they get it. They just don't get why I need so many. It's so at Christmas time or holidays or birthdays or anything like that, they won't get me art stuff. Apparently they don't approve. Now my husband, he will. Although he will say, "Don't you have enough of that stuff?" I just keep telling him, "Not yet, not yet." So yeah. So it's interesting around here, that's sure. Even though it looks like I can just go out and buy me whatever, no, it's not quite that easy around here. Like I said, my family's not quite as understanding as, people that do it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Right. Welcome back, Lori. Now, Lori was around when, well, shortly after I started. I didn't have all this. Oh, I had yeah, very few books and stuff. I had Jade Summer, and and back then Jade Summer was, you bought um a book for $4.99 or $3.99 or something. Um, yeah, I didn't have all the big names, and I didn't even know there was big names. Yep, I was using markers back then, and it was Christmas time, and I'll never forget this. It was Christmas time, and there was a lady on, well, in the kind of the little group that we used to hang out with, and I wanted a set of Cali art markers so bad, because all I had was like the 36 set of Sharpies. I didn't have no, big set of markers. And when I seen those, and there was like, I think what, 100 of them back then or something, which was a lot of markers, And I seen that set, and oh, I wanted them so bad. And she sent them to me. This lady sent them to me for Christmas. Right? Right? She did. She did. She was like, geez, how can you only live with 17 books? Ooh, you're getting up there. Yeah, I remember all that. But do you remember when I got my Cali art markers? Hi, Miss Taylor. I cried. I cried so hard. I thought that was just, oh, that was just the best. And believe it or not, I still have most of that set. Yep, a lot of it has been used and gotten rid of, but I still have most of it. And I still remember who she was. Yeah. I cried so hard. That was like the best thing in the whole world. So when I could do it, there was a young lady on YouTube in our community that had no income, and she didn't ask her dad for anything. Her mom had passed, and so her dad and her brother didn't really give her any money or anything. So I bought her several books, and the Castle Art pencils, the full set, and the full set of Amazon Basic pencils. Back then, these were good brand name pencils. And I bought her 320 set of gel pens. And yeah, I spent like $200 and some on her and sent it to her all for Christmas and told her that she couldn't open it until Christmas morning. She was so upset. But she said it was the best Christmas she had had in a long time. So when I get a chance, I pay it forward. And I think most people do. It's just it's a very cool, amazing group of ladies that hang out in a certain, it's not a group, it's a certain how do I say it, that I choose to associate with in this community. Let's just put it that way. They're amazing. They all stick together. They're just, you know, they're a good group of women. Took me a while to find them. You don't remember what? You don't remember my Cali Arts? You don't remember the Christmas I got my Cali Arts, really? I ought to slap you. I was hanging with you and Tasia and Ange and all you guys from over there. Sharon's the one that got me. Sharon got them for me. That's not what we called her, though. Shit. She's the lady that had the stroke and could only color with her left hand. I think her sister's name was Sharon. Her daughter moved to New Zealand. Oh, goodness. Her name's like right on the tip of my tongue, and I can't even. Everybody knew her. She lived in California. And I'm not doxing her because y'all don't even know who I'm talking about. So. Her and her sister were a hoot when they got together, though. Oh my goodness. Those two were something else. They didn't care what they said, how they said it, or where they said it. They could make me blush. And that takes a lot. They were so funny. She quit coloring though, and found a new hobby. And eventually, I think she stopped coming on YouTube because I haven't seen her in years. But that don't mean nothing because a lot of people stopped coming around. There was just too much bullying and too much fighting. It got to be where it wasn't any fun anymore. We lost all the good people just because of that. And myself included, because I don't go a lot of places in the coloring community anymore because of that. It's just, it's not worth it. It's too much. Um, and I can't say I never, well, I can say I never bullied, but I can't say I never give somebody some shit because, I have when they deserve it. Um, Now, have I ever bullied somebody? No. But I'll tell you straight up. And then if you keep coming around me, I'll keep telling you. And to me, isn't bullying. That's just, you haven't figured it out yet if you keep coming around. That just means you got a hard head. Okay, let me see. It's a lot for me to get like that, though. I'll pretty much talk to anybody and hang out with anybody. It's life's too short not to. There's only two ways you'll ever get me to stop talking to you. And that's say something about me, my kids, or my husband. So basically, you say anything about my family, and yeah, your ass is out of here. Nope, not going to deal with that. I don't care what you say about me. It don't matter. It don't matter. Oh my god, I'm picking up Buse habits. I could have swore you were around for the Christmas that I got from Cali Arts. Because I thought it was around the same time I got my first Julie Sperry book. Maybe not. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. Now I don't know, Miss Lori. I could have swore you were around for that Christmas. Did I already have them when you got here? When I stumbled upon you and Tasia? Tasia? I just don't remember. Like I said, you guys, it's been a long time. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think she came. Well, yeah, she did come around sometimes at night time. I just don't think she came around when we were on because we came on like early morning or stayed on till early morning, I should say. We were kind of like the nighttime YouTubers. Now I can't stay awake past like 11 o'clock. Although I shocked the shit out of Lori last night, or this morning. She was hanging out, and I had, how do I want to say that? I woke up to use the ladies' room, and I don't know, it was 2 or 3 this morning. I don't know. I really don't remember what time it was. I remember what time it was when I laid down to close my eyes again, and it was like 3:45 or something. I'm like, oh my God. But I could have fallen asleep in between there because I laid down when y'all were talking. I'm pretty sure it was Taylor's stream, I think. See, I don't even remember whose stream it was, so I don't even know if I was awake. Hey, Miss View. How are you? Yep. And then I remember opening my eyes and the stream had ended. So, yeah, I have no idea. I don't know who I was talking to or what I was saying or all right, what color do we want to do our kitty? Let's do he looks like kind of a grumpy kitty. Oh, I'm thinking okay. Can y'all see the smoke? I'm thinking hang on, guys, I'm pulling some pencils. I'm pulling some pencils. And I think I'm going to go with a normal color kitty cat. Although I don't know why. I never do normal colored animals, but we will this time. Why can't I find my... is. I gotta stop putting them in that little case thing because they get down in there. They're getting too short. They get down in there and I can't see them. I need to do is put my short ones on one side and my tall ones on the other, and then when I would mix them up, would I? Oh, yeah, I did. I said, oh, that sounded like I'm like picking up views like habits or something. Because I went and what did I say? Oh, that was something like do what you want to do or something. And I was singing it instead of just saying it. I'm like, yep, she's rubbing off. I want the darkest one. Okay, I want this one. Yeah, it's kind of like when you hear a jingle or something, and you hear it so much that when you see a commercial or whatever, you kind of start singing the jingle, and it's like, whoa. So now it's like every time I say do what you want to do, I start singing do what you want to do. It's your color, do what you want to do. I can't tell you what to do. Yep, see? Do what you want to do. Anyways, enough of that. See you do it. It's your fault. Y'all like want to complain about my singing and stuff? Abuse of You channel. She takes all complaints and negativity over there. No, I'm kidding, you guys. That is not true. It is catchy. I like it, or I wouldn't be singing. Yeah, you guys go over to there and give her any shit about anything, because, and I'm not talking about the regular, always in between, the always people that are always here. I'm talking about you, like people that aren't normally here and shit. Don't go over there because Trust me. You just don't want to go there. She will chew you up and spit you out and chew you up again. I put the link in the chat, you guys, for anybody that wants to come up. Amy, Lori, Bew, Taylor, anybody. I think Ann just spending time with her grandbaby because she just got home and she was gone for 2 weeks. So pretty sure she's doing the I miss you, Grandma. A few days. I will be doing that soon. You can't find your box of gel pens. I'm not going to say it. So, you and I were horsing around one time, and she was looking for something, and they were coloring and talking. She comes on and she's like, I can't find this or I can't find that. I swear, you guys, I was only joking. And I went, it's to the right, on your right-hand side, down low. She come back and she says, oh my God, you were right. Yeah, I've never done that again. That is just too creepy. I felt like I was stalking her or something. I'm like, yep. That kind of ended that. I was only joking. And she's like, yep, that's where it was. She's like, how'd you know? I didn't. It was just a really lucky guess. And you can kind of almost figure it out because, like, she's right-handed like I am. So where do you put most of your stuff? Usually on the right, um, usually on the right-hand side, so it's easy access. You just reach down and grab it. Yeah, but that just kind of freaked me out just a little. Just a little bit. So the sun is going down, and the deer and the rabbits start coming in from feeding usually around this time. You can kind of pay attention to their routines, and there must be one cutting through because he just goes crazy. And see, they've learned that, he's kind of on a chain. So they've learned that, he's not going to go any further than what he is. So I almost think they taunt him. They're going to shit their pants if he ever gets loose. So I'm just not even going to ask you because you'll just creep me out even more than what was the first time. So, yep. Not even going to go there. I don't want to do that. And he just looks mean. He looks pissed right off. I think it's because these people keep putting these cats in these funky little outfits. And they're like, what the hell? Do I look like a person? Do I look like I should be wearing clothes? My cats are so mean and ornery. Because they're smart little creatures. And these people go, oh, here, kitty, kitty, kitty. They go, what the hell? My name is Samson. Why are you calling me kitty, kitty, kitty? Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I'm good.
I'm making fun of my cat over here.
Yeah. Is this the first page you started in it?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been working on my rooms. Did you you haven't watched from the beginning, have you?
Yeah, I was in and out.
Okay.
You're on and Ivy's on, so I was flipping back and forth.
Okay. I didn't know oh, today's Thursday.
Uh-huh.
Shit, I forgot. She always comes on Thursdays.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll have to
Yes,
watch
I
the
watched both.
playback.
Yeah, I got her on the phone and then I got you on here. So I just been going back and forth.
Right.
But I've been doing something, so wasn't really I wasn't ready to come on. But yeah, I saw the beginning. I was
Did you
back and
see the
forth.
bookshelf?
No, I didn't
You
see the
didn't?
bookshelf. Mm-mm.
Okay. Hold on. We'll show you again. Okay, so here's the little diagram I drew of the book. Well, you're not going to be able to see it.
Can you make it big screen?
I can. Hold on. Okay. So I'm going to just draw a different one. Hang on. If I draw it where you can see it. Okay, so the bookshelf that I got, and I'll show you here in a second, but it's a cubby hole bookshelf, kind of like that. Okay, so it's 3 across and 4 down. So I have the 12, it's 18 cubbies, so I have 12 made. I didn't want it like this. I wanted it to where you put a few cubbies here and then you put, 2 cubbies over here and then you put more up this way and it went higher. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of wanted it to look like that. Well, what I didn't realize when I bought this is that they sell this type and then they sell other types, which I didn't know that. I thought if you're putting it together, you can put it together any way you want, right? No. So I can buy a set that I can move around. This set you're supposed to put all 18 together. So I put the 12 together, and I think what I'm going to do, because if I put 18, it's going to be just as tall as the beast was, and that's not what I want. I want this wall space so I can put pictures up here. So I've got 6 left.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to do 2 and then 2 and then 2. And I'm thinking I can make that work because they would just be on top of here. I don't know why I couldn't make that work like that. So hopefully I can make that work. So if I can make that work, that's going to take the place of where my markers and my other stuff. Oh, it kind of didn't work out the way I was planning it. So, okay, don't mind the room. It's still a mess because I'm still working it all out. Okay, so that's the bookshelf.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Isn't that sharp?
Mm-hmm.
It's not crooked or leaning or anything. That's just the way the books are in there. Makes it kind of look that way on camera, but it's not. So I'm thinking once I get rid of this, I got to empty all that out, get it all over out of here, and then I'm going to bring the sugar bit over that's at. I think I'm going to put the 6 shelves over there
Mm-hmm.
and put the markers and the yeah, diamond painting stuff in that.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good idea.
And then I'll still have my wall
Mm-hmm.
that I can hang stuff on, and I'll still be able to get to the window. And yeah, and then I've just got to pack up some of this stuff. I mean, I've got vases and candles, and it just, yeah. Like, oh my God. So it didn't come out the way I thought it was going to, but it'll still work.
Yeah, that's nice. They look large too.
They are, well, the whole unit, if you put all 18 together, is 70 inches tall.
It's how tall?
70 inches.
Oh,
So close
70
to 6
inches.
foot.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yep. So just taller than what I wanted. Because once it hits that tall, I can't hang stuff. He can, but I can't. And I don't want to call him every time I want something hung. So I want to be able to do it. I'm the one that put that whole shop together, and trust me, it's a pain in the ass, you guys. Holy Yankees. It was like, you gotta be kidding me. The guy that advertised it, did a video on it, says it took me 20 minutes to put this together. Yeah, I want to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Because there ain't no way in hell that took 20 minutes. It even comes with like a little wooden mallet. It's funny.
And how much was it?
$37.
That's not bad at all.
And it comes in black, gray, or white.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a black dog that has black dog hair, so I didn't want white. Not gonna be all over because my room stays pretty clean. Can't tell it now, but usually. And but just white. I'm just not a white type of person, especially for an art room. And then I thought about gray, but I don't know. I figured black would go best. So that's what we got. So I said, well, View was right. 3-4 days, you'd be back looking worse.
Mm-hmm. That's a project.
Yeah, but see, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, that would have been like a day. It ain't no more. But in taking up for myself. My shelf didn't get here till 4 or 5 o'clock day before yesterday. So I got a real start on it. The day I texted you and said I got 9 put together.
Yeah.
Bye, Amy. She's heading over to Miss Ivy's.
Mm-hmm. I cut up some more collage stuff, so, and I got some ideals, so I've been piddling. But I finished mowing the grass in the front, and then I got the grass in the back to do now, and then I got to learn how to use the weed whacker. So this is the first time I got to sit down.
Hold it way away from your legs.
Yeah. I actually didn't put the metal one in, and that's what you use for brushes for tree, little small limbs and stuff.
Right.
And I said, there's no way I want to be using this. So mine doesn't have a string. Ooh, hold on. Mine does not have a string. Mine has a plastic flipper thingies. So I got
those are a lot better than the strings.
Yeah, I think so too. So I got to put those in. I didn't know which one to put in first. I thought they all look like that. If you didn't have the string, I thought they were all supposed to look like that. But anyway, at least I know I have something like that so I can use it.
Right.
But yeah, I just want the plastic one. They gave you a whole bunch of them, so I will pull that out tomorrow and do that. So
and wear pants.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna get some garden boots. But yeah, I wear pants. Yeah.
First time I did it, I wore shorts.
Oh no, I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah. I came in the bottoms of my shins had little bitty bloody spots all over them because the stuff hits you so hard, it actually cuts your skin.
Oh yeah, that's it. Ain't gonna go do that. No.
I'm like, oh my gosh. They sting too. It's like, oh, jitters.
Yeah, that's why I don't like the. That's why I don't like
mine.
Yeah, I don't like the. I never liked those machine that thing, the string one. But now I see they're so easy. Everybody's using them, but they're using the plastic ones. So I was like, okay, I can get that one.
Nope, I still don't like them. They vibrate They vibrate my hands too much.
Mm-hmm.
And my hands end up falling asleep. I don't like that. But we don't have the battery operated ones. We've got the gas operated ones.
Yeah, I got the battery. Yeah, I definitely wasn't gonna get the gas one. Oh no, I didn't. I'm not putting no. I'm not messing with gasoline. I have dreams that something blows up. Like I have a dream that I'm gonna be in a car accident, and then I have a dream that something's gonna blow up. So
I had a pair of those plug-in I call them shears, but they're to trim your bushes.
Yeah, I got some of those.
So you plug it in an outlet, and then you plug it into the back of the trimmer, and then you just trim your bushes. So I did that, and I had done that several times. So one day I was out there trimming the bushes, and I don't know what possessed me, and I'm so glad I did. But I looked in the back of the trimmer because that's where it plugged in. I'm just checking, I guess. It was on fire.
Mm.
The plug had shorted out, and there was flames in the back of this damn thing that I was holding on to. Oh my god. So yeah. I just don't like playing with garden tools anymore.
Yeah, the edger is battery operated too, but I know somebody who cut the cord with the hedger.
My mom did that.
Hmm.
I'm surprised she didn't electrocute herself.
So that's why I don't want no parts of that with a cord.
No, mine just melted. Yep, I couldn't believe my mom did that. I remember that. I was just a kid when that happened. My her husband, um yeah, he was like real upset about it. Can't believe you just did that. Alright. I'm thinking, do I want to put where are you at? And I keep forgetting to put you back. God bless it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh, that's cool. That's new.
Yeah, I just take this down. I printed. Hold on, I got this thing in reverse. I was like, why am I backwards? Let me. There. I taped it down. I just cut it out. It's not. It's a coloring page. I printed out, and I just cut that out and put it here. So I might just leave it black and white, and I'm gonna bling out the rest of this with red. I'm gonna make some red lipstick. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just threw it in here. I'm trying to fill this book up, but I got so much cutout stuff. I just have to just keep opening it and looking and see what I have. This is the only thing I found that I can put down. I'm gonna start painting. I have to start painting in this thing. I like those there. But yeah, I started on the cover page in the Camellia book. And Taylor started on the koi fish. She's almost finished.
I'm almost tempted to get that book.
What book?
The Oceans book.
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't.
I don't like coloring a lot of water, but it is cute.
Mm-hmm.
It is, like, all the pictures are cute. It's not like a regular ocean water book.
Mm-mm. Yeah, the boring kind of like yeah, I know what you mean. It's not like that.
So yeah, I'm almost tempted.
Well, now it's $10.99.
I know.
Yeah.
That's
But
because I always like fart around and take my time on what and deciding on whether I want it or not, and then end up paying the more expensive prices. But I don't know. I'm just gonna wait and see.
mm-hmm.
It's not going anywhere. So
No, it's not. You
I'm
got
gonna
other
wait and
things.
see if the Four Seasons has it in there.
Oh, is that a compilation book?
Yeah, that's the one that's coming out in August.
Oh yeah, well, if the German book has it in there, because they all copying the German book. There's nothing new. It's the same series, and I didn't know that till I heard somebody talk about it. The
Right.
people getting their free ones now.
So I don't know if the ocean and the earth and the other one, I don't know what the other one is.
I bet you if it is a compilation, that page definitely would be in there. That's the best page.
Yep, I'm hoping. Because it is a beautiful page.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever figure out what to do with the flowers?
On the green, on the blue one, on the teal one, I went ahead and started doing them in yellow, but I was looking for my gel pens. So now I found them. So now I can go ahead and get into them. Those swirls or splashes, I got to figure out what to do with them. But I'm still thinking. I pulled out a color cube sheet, and it's got the same colors that I used. I didn't even look at it before I started it. It just so happens to be one that had all the same colors. I was like, look at me with my eye. It
Right.
was is it in here? Oh, let me see. Yeah, so my koi fish ended up being these colors.
Yeah, you got an orange one and a blue one.
Yeah, and this is orange and blue. This is color page number 52 in Sarah's Clark thing. So yeah, so I guess because I like these colors together, and then I added the green, so they all go together very well. I didn't even get any assistance, so I'm keeping that out so that I can see what I can do with it.
I
Looking
don't
at it.
know why I
Mhm.
didn't. You asked me the other day what colors of the flowers I would do, and I don't know. I mean, black would have been nice too, but you should have just like
Um,
said, why didn't you do a blue rose on the orange one and an orange rose on the blue one, and it would just tie them both together?
yeah, I was going to do that. And hi, Amy. Well, I don't have the cubes. I wouldn't mind having the cubes, but I'm just not paying those $70 for 500 cards. And it's gonna do is cause me more stress when I do my inventory count, because I'm gonna have to count 500 two times. Oh no, 250, 250. I want to get them, but I do have the downloaded thing. I can print them off if I want to, but you definitely have to have enough ink or take it to Kinko's. I had taken some to Kinko's and let them print it off. I like them. I do. You know,
See, is it much different than going to Pinterest though?
it's just a different way of just a different way. And Pinterest is free.
Yep. Yep. That's
It's just, I guess she see, the thing is, it's not just the colors. Her whole thing is a whole system. So if you have a set of Prismacolors and you have a set of see, she broke them down into different pencils. All those
yep. She did.
pencils.
She did.
Uh-huh. So that's the catch. So one card will tell you, you need a color. It'll tell you all of the pencils that have that same color in there. So it's kind of just a little bit more than what the Pinterest does, but you can still spot on. I can look at colors and tell, and it doesn't have to be a perfect match for me anyway. So
Right.
yeah, that's why I haven't come up off of $70 for those. I'm like,
I can't. There's no way. Not for somebody to tell me what color to color my page. Yeah, I'm good.
yeah, but it's a nice idea, nice concept. But I like the download that I have. Now, if somebody got it for me, I wouldn't turn it down. But I like the
Right?
download that I have. Yeah, I do like the downloads though. I do think I probably will print all of them off. I think I printed off maybe 100 of them. and I signed up for a new the HP printing thing where they send me the cartridges, so I could, mess around, and I got enough paper, mess around and print them all off, and maybe go get them bounded if I want, or just leave them loose or whatever. Yeah, it just
Okay,
depends.
so your fairy godmother or godfather or however it works can get you those.
Yeah, right. That would definitely be a wish list item.
Right?
But there, you can't get them on Amazon. You have to get those at her store, at her
Yeah.
place. And then I keep looking on eBay and Craigslist. If I see somebody selling some for like $30, I would run across that and buy it.
I think
Very.
eventually, after they've been out for a while, and I mean, they already have been out for quite a long time. So
Mm,
I would think, eventually they're going to start showing up at like Goodwills and garage sales and
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. There'll be definitely an eBay and all that.
yep,
So yeah, it might say not a complete set, whatever. But 500 colors schemes, it is what it is. But I actually like the electronic version, the companion that goes with it. I have the download of the companion, and mine is tailored for Prismacolors and also polychromos, and that's all so I just have to print. I had to bite the bullet and you know print them.
right?
Yeah, so it's all good. Yeah, that would just be that would be something else. But yeah, I'd rather buy some other stuff than spend that money for that. But
Yeah, I want that ocean book.
yeah, I'm very frugal. I can be extravagant when I want to, but I still got to get a deal out of it. I got to get a
Right?
deal or something, you know?
Oh, I agree.
Hmm.
Things are just too expensive these days. You got to pay attention because otherwise you'll be in trouble.
See, now, if I painted this all black, I'm trying to find some place to put this little lady. She's standing up with a chair beside her, and she's got a whole door frame. So I cut her out a while ago, and I just have to find the perfect little place for her.
Yeah, you should find a page that's got a bunch of birds. And it can be like the movie The Birds.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Right. All the little birds sitting on that pole right behind her.
Hmm. I got a whole lot of birds. But I think I might do something like that. I got a lot of fish I need to cut out, but I might do something like that because I got a lot of structure. So I need
Right.
to put something on the structure, and the theme from the birds would be good.
All right. I made my pissed off little kitty look pissed off.
Oh, you got red in his eyes.
Hang on. Bring it forward. I'll do his face some more, but I'll detail it a little bit more. But yep, I'm just pissed off little kitty. Mhm.
Yeah, that's cute. Yeah, I like that book a lot. Yeah, like I said, I started the cover page and then I finished a little bit more on that last page. So,
Yeah, I seen you doing the young girl in the back,
yeah, I just
and then I
ended up
seen you doing the kitties with this
the
page.
yawn.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get that detailed tonight. I just wanted to put some color down on paper. I hadn't colored in a few days, so.
Kind of want to put her there, but I had to think about that. I know there's a better place for her. There is a better place for her in her door frame.
Her door frame and her chair.
It looks like she's holding a cross. I might draw a cross in there. I mean, I don't know. It just looks like she's holding a cross, but I don't know what she's holding. I can't see her too well.
Oh, she needs one of those, she needs a lamp and one of those, paddle ball things.
Yeah,
And
something weird.
like the Jerk, the movie The Jerk. All I need is my lamp and my paddle ball and my chair, and it's all I need.
Yeah, she just sitting there with her coat on, looking really weird. Like she is very serious about this. Okay. I gotta cut some more fish out for this. I wonder if I have some fish in my.
He was a heck of an actor.
Oh yeah, he was one of my favorites.
Do you remember what the dog's name was?
Dog.
In The Jerk?
The doctor. I thought the dog's name was Dog.
No, Shithead.
Oh, Shithead. Okay. Somebody else had another comedy show where the dog name was Dog.
Nope, the dog did something. And he said something about being Shithead, and he said, "That's what I want to name you, is Shithead." It was a cool movie, anyways, guys.
I've seen it about 95 times.
Right. Yep. I don't remember who plays his wife. I mean, I remember her face, but I don't remember her name.
I'm bad with actors' names.
What was her name?
Daggone it. Okay, so I only got one thing to, 2 pages to put something on. I was hoping to have at least 4. Okay, so let me go to my other book. I got 4 books now.
So if you put 2 in one book and 2 in the other, then that's 4, right?
Huh?
If you put 2 in one and 2 in the other, then that's 4, right? You wanted 4 pages in one book. I get you.
Yeah.
I'm being smart ass. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wanted 4 pages in one book. Because then it goes by faster. And then the one book, I'm still based in it. I haven't even done anything. Now, somebody asked me to do my how I colored the magazine. Who was that asked me? What she changed her name to Create and Color, I think, or Dreams and Create, of Dream and Color. It's she got a real Southern accent, and she always does coloring book hauls. She loves markers.
So Create and Relate?
No,
her name? Oh.
No, Dreams. The lady that I'm thinking about changed her name to Dreams and Color or something like that. I think Dreams, I do see Dreams as being the first word. My Colorful Country Life. No, that's another one. It's another name. Like her name was something long, like My Colorful Country Life or Country Girl something. And she does all of these AI things with her face. And she has a very deep Southern accent. And she's got a little dog. What is her name? Oh my goodness. My country girl, country gal, something country gal. You would know her. She does lots of videos. But anyway, so she
Does
I
she
was
have
in
a
her
bird?
live. Huh?
Does she have a bird?
I think she does. She's always outside in the woods.
Okay, no.
She does lots of hauls. She does color by numbers. She does all those books. Um,
Sounds like my colorful country gal.
I think that's it. And she got real southern, a heavy southern accent.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's her. So I was in her live and she said, ooh, I'm gonna take this one out. I need some words too. She said, I really like when you did that. I can't even try to do her accent. I normally can, but my allergies are not gonna let me be able to imitate. And she said, I really like that. I said, you should try it. So she said she was gonna try it. So she said, well, when the next time you gonna do it? Like she'll say stuff like, I reckon so, her little sweet little cute little twang. So I told her when I come on tonight, I'll do some. So I pulled some pages to the side. Oh, here's a great one. She said that was so pretty. I really like that. And then you said you liked it too. I didn't really think. I know y'all thought I was crazy when I was doing it, but I didn't really. I had seen somebody else do something similar.
I think I seen her in there, and I don't think I know who that is.
Who?
It's Dream, whatever it was.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you'll know who she is, though. I have to think about her name, but it is country something.
Yeah, I don't think it's who I'm thinking about.
I don't think she has Gail in her name. Yeah, I had to think about it. But
And the
anyway,
one I'm thinking about, she wouldn't be outside streaming or talking or whatever.
Oh yeah, this one she streams outside. Yeah, and she goes on nature trips and shows bugs and stuff and nature and creek. She's got beautiful. Where she blogs it is beautiful.
Let me see if I can go over there and see.
Oh, now this is cute. A show of hands, and then I can find a bunch of hands and cut out. See, now I'm cooking. See, when I went through this book before, I didn't see everything that I could have seen because I didn't know. But now I know.
You gotta take a picture of your hand and put it like on one like great big huge page, and then find words and put world's ugliest hands.
Yeah, that's another idea. See, Kim?
It's not true, guys. I'm not saying that it's true. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Yeah, well, I know where that came from.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he got some nerve. He don't even have a life. Let me not be ugly.
But you also
horrible looking.
You also have a really pretty box, and
Huh?
You also have a really pretty box, and you got it all decorated real nice. And
oh yeah, right. And I could talk about him for days, but I'm not going to because it's not worth it.
See, we're good. We not saying no names.
He was trying to push up on me, like I was just trying to be nosy. There was no interest at all. He would definitely be upgraded if I was interested. 'Cause, mm-mm. Nope, I
Yeah,
passed.
I like that. That was good.
Yeah, but he don't have nothing. He don't have anything. I don't want anybody a man that don't have nothing, like nothing, like and gossiping more than women. On the
Well,
YouTube.
you know, there's a lot to be said for a hardworking man.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
exactly.
that's all I can say about that. Um,
Yeah,
you know, I get it.
yeah. I like my men employed or either it's self-made.
Right. Mhm. Mine ain't
Anyway,
never had mine ain't never had a whole lot, but he was always hardworking.
yeah, hardworking. That right
You
there
know,
says a lot.
um, I remember him putting in 7 days a week for a long time, just to make ends meet. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and so I could stay home and take care of the kids and you know be a stay-at-home mom. And to me, that was I don't know. That was just the best thing because not most men wouldn't do that. Most men would say, you know, get off your ass and go to work. And no, because I had kids in sports and stuff. They would have never been able to do that if I would have been working. But that doesn't say that, you know, I never worked. Let's just put it that way.
Okay. Mm, okay, I got enough. So I'll probably be on later just to do a shorty. I'll
Yeah.
color some of these.
I've been
Yeah,
on
he's a
almost two
barking.
hours already.
Yeah, see, he's a
It's crazy.
barking.
Oh yeah, it's nighttime. I think we have and I'm not gonna say where we have it.
Look what Taylor May said.
He's sitting in my living room. Um,
Yeah.
we have a well, and we have these really pretty side posts and these solar lights on top of the side post just to mark the well because we also have like a wrap around driveway so we don't want people getting too close to the well because it is one of those pump things that it anyways. So when those lights come on, he can see those from where he's at, and I think he barks at them because he thinks somebody's in the yard.
Oh yeah.
But you'd think he figured out by no, honey, I don't know any of those. Any, I cut my finger yesterday, and look how red it is.
I was talking about how that old man was trying to push up on me. That old man over there, Taylor. You know that old man. Like as if I was anywhere near interested in something that looked like that. I like my man working or self-employed or something, self-sustaining, or they can work or can fix stuff or already has everything. I don't need no fixer upper.
Yep.
Somebody that's begging from women. What the hell I look like? Begging from women. No.
You want somebody that's going to be taking care of you, and that's
Yeah, or we do each other, but not. I got to do everything, me and him too. Oh hell no!
yep.
I'd
And see,
rather be by myself. Hmm.
that's where I think me and my husband have worked out great because it's been that old fashioned thing. He goes to work, he takes care of us financially, and he does the guy thing.
Yeah,
And then I take care of the kids, I take care of the home, I cook, I do all that stuff. And that's what we've always done. Well, except for now that we're retired, we kind of changed up roles a little bit. Um, but when we wasn't, that's kind of how it was, and it was nice.
yeah, and I don't want to be boss to no man either. I'd rather be 60-40. He'd be 60 of the boss. I'm fine. But
Mm,
I'm not gonna be run over, but I don't want to be boss to nobody, and I don't want nobody to be boss to me.
nope. When serious decisions need to be made around the house, he made them.
Yeah, and I'm like,
You
good.
know.
You know more about it. You know more about it. Go ahead, go for it. I'll
Yep.
support you. I'll support that whatever it is. Mhm.
Yep. Um. Yeah, and it worked for a lot of years,
Mhm.
and then then it had to be adjusted a little bit, but it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Um. Now we're both retired, and we're both stay at home, and so we both kind of do a little bit of everything, and that's kind of how I like it because I'm getting too old to be waiting on people.
Mhm. Yep. Right. Taylor. Uh huh. Yep. I don't want to be. I don't want to be all. Y'all. You can. You got it. Okay. And you let me know what I need to do to help. But yeah, you got. You go ahead. Pay the cost to be the boss. Yeah, go for it. I will be submissive as I can and still keep my respect. But
Yep.
I'm
You're
I'm
you're a
tired.
lady. You're a lady outside of the
Yeah.
home. You're
Yeah.
a mother and wife inside the home, and you're not so much behind closed doors, if you get what I mean.
And yeah, I know what you mean. But if you feel like you want to cook and do all that, but I don't mind taking care of all that. But you can cook, or we can go out to eat. And, I mean, it has to be something fun. I just don't want to be like a traditional, boring, and then I have to be walking around. I like a whatever you like, like
Oh
coming
yeah,
to, yeah, like a slave. I'm like, I don't think so. But I
we
don't want
always
to be making rules all the time. I ain't got time
yep,
for that. Hmm.
we always went out on Friday night because that was just kind of our date night with the kids. Um,
Hmm.
so Friday nights were always out to eat nights, or go to the drive-in type of thing and pick up pizza on the way or something, or you know that type of thing. But yeah, it was always fun.
Yeah.
Yep. And then when we were young, hell, we were never home.
Color and tailor made. Kim is thinking about getting Earth now for
No,
that fish.
no,
Oh, getting
ocean.
Earth. Oh, ocean. I'm sorry for that koi fish. I bet
Yeah,
I bet Taylor May's finished that page.
yeah, but it's gonna be a while because I just purchased those two new books and this
Oh
this
yeah,
this unit. So
yeah. But see how one page will make you buy something. You're like, no, I don't want it. But then you see one page like, ooh, ooh,
I
I
just
do
I
that.
don't I don't know what it is about that page, but that page is absolutely friggin' gorgeous.
I know you love it.
I do.
I
I
think
do.
I like it because I like Kirby's page of it, and then I like Melapolina Galaka lady. She had the koi fish too, remember?
I wished I would have seen it before you started coloring it. I would have said, "View, run me off a copy."
Uh, Oh, make me I know I would have done it.
I know.
I sure would have.
But
I know they say
we didn't
it's
say
not
that.
like it's not like I'm selling it to you. You can make
No.
copies. Yeah, you can do that. You let me know. You could do that. But it's not the total same, but it's pretty much close to it. I've done that. I'll send some stuff off sometimes, but I definitely tell the people don't. Well, and they're not going to sell it anyway,
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I do
But we,
share.
yeah. But don't go
Uh-huh.
saying that though, because you're technically not supposed to.
Yeah, well, you know how it is.
You're right.
But yeah, but I
Prove it.
haven't heard anybody get. It'll be hard to prove that that you really, not unless you're just doing it all the time and then you advertising that that's when you get busted. But if you just do it among some friends every now and then,
Yep.
they know people know what the game is.
Yeah, they're not
Hmm.
stupid.
No, they not stupid. I peep it too. I be like, oh, okay, and they're interested. And sometimes people get the books and make the copies and then return them to the store. Did you know people do that too?
Well, not only that, it's like they tell you, well, don't run copies and don't. I'm flipping this book, and as I'm flipping this book, somebody's taking screenshots.
Mm-hmm.
I can't flip it with like my hand in there because then you'd never see anything.
That's why they always say put a pen or a pencil or something over top. I'm like, anybody got time for that? That's why I think Camellia didn't. Some people did not. Some of the artists don't give the books out earlier than the release date because they don't want you. They know what people are going to do.
Yep.
Take a screenshot of it and print it. But
Mm-hmm.
to me, it's like it's not the same.
It's not. It don't even show up the same way.
What you say? You almost done with her second? I know you are.
Well,
Yeah.
Taylor, you got to come up here and show us before I end the stream.
Or if you don't, I'll be on later too. But yeah, you should show because she really. Because I was like, wait a minute, I started this page before she did. I thought, girl, I said, oh, she's gonna be finished in a minute.
Mm-hmm. You probably did.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I should do while we're sitting here? Shit. Do I want to do that? It's already 10 o'clock. Oh, I should do this background.
Yeah, you can knock that background out real quick. Because I'm not going to go on till later. Like almost when I get ready to go to bed. That way when I get off, I can just go straight to bed. I'm going to try to keep my room. Oh, the collage stuff takes a lot because, so I had to put all that stuff away. I don't like waking up and coming in here and looking at all that stuff.
Yeah,
or she can't right now, but I will post them both on my community wall. Oh, okay.
I want to watercolor this background. That's what I want to do. All right. I'm just going to make myself a bigger mess in here. There's one water bottle. There's two water bowls.
So,
all right. I'm going to break up the carrot Takis here in a second, you guys. I can't believe I'm going to do this. Because I still have no clue what I'm doing, but what a better page to work it out on. And then if I get it on the kitty, I can still view what are you doing up there.
I was doing my collage stuff because that's what I was doing earlier because I was in between Ivy's live and Kim's live. So I was doing my.
What are you doing down there?
She say at view.
No, she says view. What are you doing up there? Like you're not coloring.
Oh, you said. Oh, I'm talking to you. Oh, okay. So I was doing the reverse collage and stuff, but that's a lot. And then somebody asked me if I come on tonight will I work on the magazine? Hold on. Do the magazine
She
picture
says,
when I.
I see you trying to look busy.
Oh, I know, right? And then she was getting ready to get off of here, so I was setting my space up so when I go live. But somebody
Yeah.
wanted me to do this when I did this one. So I tore some magazine pages up, and so when I come back on tonight, I'm gonna do some of these things. She said, "I really like when you
She's just
did
giving.
that." Yeah.
I did.
Well, I know you said it, but I was saying the person who asked me to do that
Oh,
tonight. I can't think of her name. I watch her all the time.
okay. All right. All right. All right. I'm gonna do this big honkin' baby. This is a 16. Look at this big honkin' brush.
Yeah, I like the big ones. They take more. They get a job done.
Oh, okay. Well, this one's not gonna be done in green though. I want to do it in blues. All right. I'm gonna use this for clean water. So I'm just gonna soak my brush real quick. Okay.
Yeah, I like them too, Taylor. I saw somebody else do them, so I was just doing them just to be doing it. I was gonna cut them out and just paste them as collages. Then I did those three, and then I put them together. I was like, oh shoot, I done came up with something. Following somebody else, but I did it differently. So I was like, well, this might be my little signature thing. And definitely anybody can do it. And it's inexpensive as heck. So
Wow, there's a lot of different colored blues in here.
yeah, I love the selection of those Kiritakis. They give you a good variety.
Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the. I don't. Okay, let's start off with the darker one. Ooh, too much water.
Oh, I almost had drama with my eye appointment. And well, I talked about it earlier today, so it worked out. I am so happy. Oh my goodness, I'm so thankful.
Oh, no
Oh,
way.
yeah, it worked out though. So I'm not even gonna bring it up again because it's gonna take me somewhere that I don't want to go. But I got the appointment and I got the person that's going with me and I can depend on them.
Well, that's a
So
good thing.
yeah.
You've been dealing with this way too long.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is that they make the appointments of the surgery like 2 days before the surgery. So they just tell you the date. And then they call you and you got to be ready for that date. I'm like, what kind of mess is that? But, you know, it is what it
Well,
is.
I
But
can't believe they drug it out so long. It's like, enough's enough. This woman can't see what the hell she's doing.
yeah, I could have went someplace else, but I did. I know that this place is the best.
Right?
It's so, but that's how the schedule was. And this doctor is everything. So I said, I'll wait. But it has been really it's you all see how annoyed I am. Yeah, it's been annoying. But anyway, but I'm mad because they could have detected the cataracts years ago. Because cataracts don't just happen. You don't just wake up and you got cataracts. That's why it is important to go to an ophthalmologist as well as an optometrist. And I was just going to the eyeglass doctor. So he could have found it if, but the eyeglass doctor was the one who figured out what I had. And then he referred me to the optometrist. But if you already go on a regular basis, so I blame myself too for not picking it up earlier. But it's all good.
Yeah, I don't know how long it takes to develop a cataract.
And the one in my right eye is huge. It covers the
Really?
whole eyeball. The one in the left eye is like a little small one, so it doesn't cover the whole eyelid. But the one on the right eye is big. I see a big cloud of milky white. And I said, wait a minute, I really can't see. I mean, you know how you be like, oh, you know, you rub your eyes and stuff. You're like, okay, just rub your eyes, put, you know, some Visine in there and it'll work. And I was doing it. I was like, wait a minute. I literally cannot see. I cannot believe this. So I was going to go to the
I have to
emergency
get
room.
mine tested because sometimes I think it's my glasses are dirty.
Yeah, I was doing that. Mm-hmm.
And you wipe them off, and then all of a sudden, you can kind of see a little bit better. But
Yep.
then things get foggy again.
That's how it was. That's how it was going on. That was what was going down. Yep. Just like you just described it.
So that's kind of what's happening with me. But
And the older you get, it's very rare for you to be older and not have some,
that's the
And
last thing.
yeah, I know it's like, dang, eyesight too. and,
Well,
and we're
no,
going through enough.
I'm not good at surgery type of stuff. Me and I'm just. I can't imagine sitting there holding my eyes open and letting somebody just.
Oh, they brace it. You don't even have to do nothing. They put them things. They do it. You won't even know your eyes is open. I mean, you can see, but I watched the whole surgery. Yeah, but you don't have to like put any muscle strength. They don't want you to do anything. They get in there, and your eyelid is very flexible. I didn't realize that. I hope they don't give me no wrinkle lines.
Really.
Like, you didn't have those wrinkles before. You didn't, because my eyeball had never been stretched that far back. And my eyeball doing splits.
So, before we get started, what's your concerns about today? You must not be giving me any wrinkles.
Right, don't give me any wrinkles. Right. I should be saying, oh, I want my eyesight to be clearer. I want to see bright colors. I want to see far away, or I want to see close up. No, I'm like, bitch, don't give me no damn wrinkles around my eye. Okay, I don't know what you're doing, but I better not. And I'm taking a picture of my eyelids now, and I bet not had near wrinkle when I get out of here. Well, my goodness, you got a lot of anger, ma'am. You're damn right. I spent so much money on eye cream over these past years. You think I want to sit up here for 15 minutes so I can see what you messing up my eyelids? No, ma'am. Oh, look at you. You got it down. There you go. Do you have a sheet of paper up under there?
Oh, shit.
Right. See? I said, now what's wrong with this picture? Because you know why? Because I have done it and messed it up and hid it, and then the color will be up on the back page. You'd be like, "Dad, how did that get there?" There you go. Now you're good to go.
See? Keep us in check. Keep us in check.
Yeah, you can put it on the big screen too. No, I'm not doing nothing.
Don't be telling Taylor that.
Oh, I know, right? She over here to hall monitoring me. Taylor was on my live early this morning. I had Taylor all to myself this morning.
I seen that.
Yeah.
I watched it back.
She'd be over there with everybody else, and she'd be on her own live and stuff. She don't come over and see me like she used to. I was surprised. You gonna put you on the big screen so we can see what you're doing? I'm not doing nothing. I'll sit here watching you while you do this. There you go. But she always kicks me off. Why she still can't see me? She don't like that little box. Anyway, never mind. So that's a hat. Oh, that's a sailor's hat. Well, no, I liked your big one better. Kim's like, girl, let me do this. But there's a little bitty box. You still keep the person in the little bitty tiny one. And then you move yourself to
Hold
the
on.
big one. Oh, you got it. You get there. Well, that's fine. Leave that like that. It's good. It's fine. So, yeah, look at that. She, that's the option. There you go. That's good. Yeah.
Okay. So I want to switch brushes because I want something just a little bit smaller.
Yeah, I
I'll
do
make
that
that
too. Yeah, I do that too. I do it with several different brushes, and I even took one of my brushes and I cut some ridges in it. So
Oh,
when I
really?
stippled it, yeah, it'll add some different angles and stuff. I think they have brushes that you can buy like that, but girl, I can make my own.
Is there anything you don't make?
I know. I always try. I love experimenting. Uh-huh. And then if I figure it out and it works good, then I'll buy the real thing or I'll just keep what I have. Yeah, I like to do that. I've always been like that. Making something out of nothing or making nothing out of something. Or whatever it is. Something from nothing leaves nothing. Wait, nothing from something. Whatever.
I think you had it right the first time.
Yeah, nothing from something means nothing. You got to have something if you want to be with me. That's what it is. Does he have gloves on?
No, I think it's just those are just his paws.
Oh, he is so cute with that little tight little tailor sailor suit. Yeah, yeah. See, I was thinking about trying to figure out how to do a water stipple because, like, I can stipple this cloud in the sky. I was thinking about how to do a water stipple, or maybe not a stipple, maybe like a water wave.
What the hell is a stipple?
Huh?
What is a stipple?
Stipple is when you dab, dab, dab. You stippling. You stippling. That's the
Oh,
verbiage of dabbing. Yeah, dab. Yeah, I think dabbing is stipple art. Stipple art, where you just take different colors and put them on brushes or whatever, and you just go dab, 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 dab. That's called stippling. Mhm.
oh.
Yep, and you use different brushes and different textures and different things. It's this whole art. Yeah, stipple art.
So apparently, you guys, I'm not done yet, but apparently I just stippled.
Yeah, you're doing a stipple. You stippled your background.
I stippled.
Uh-huh. So you could write that on your tags if you ever do tags.
And now
Stippling.
I'm giving him a shadow in my stippled background.
There you go. And like the brushes are called stipple brushes. There's a whole collection of stipple brushes.
No kidding.
Uh-huh. Because like people paint their walls and your walls can be stippled. You know that little crackly little kind of stipple kind of stuff where it looks like
Oh,
a
well, yeah, they
texture.
use a sponge for that, don't they?
They can do a lot of different ways. They can use a sponge or they can use a stipple brush. The brushes to do it. The sponges make it really uniform though. But yeah. So they came out with the sponges to make it quicker. But they used to use brushes, those big brushes, and stipple it. Mhm.
Okay, so I'm not liking that. So we will fix it with some stippling. But
Oh yeah, you can
I,
stipple it.
I gotta keep going because I'm gonna have to do it all the way around. So
Yeah. That's one thing. If you don't like something, just stay consistent with it until it dries, and then you can fix it. That's what I do. I keep doing it even though I don't like it. I keep doing it, and then I'm like, okay, once it dries, then I can change it. I can't change it right now.
Well, I think I'm going to do it before it dries. I think I'm just going to stipple it or stimple it or staple it or whatever that is.
Okay, go for it.
Mhm.
And hey, and the one thing I like about watercolors, if it all messes up, you can always put some acrylic paint markers over it and keep it moving.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
That's why I
I
love
can
them acrylic. Huh?
I can do everything in one color.
Yeah. Or you can stipple the acrylic paint marker on there. You don't have to just stipple watercolors. I stippled some acrylic paint markers in one of my books. I can't, not paint markers, but just acrylic paint. You know, the little 50-cent little thing of it. I
I
did it
am
in a couple of Kirby books.
having a hard enough time just stippling.
Yeah, I like the effect of it. And I think that watercolor, that Kiritaki just really just makes it pop. Oh, and this page, I'm going to make a dragon out of this one. So I need to be focusing on this dragon. It's dry now.
Oh,
So,
my finger.
is it not? Is it oozing or anything? You don't have no
No,
band-aid on it. Oh, okay.
no, no. I cut it yesterday when I was putting that thing together, and no, I really quick cleaned it up and put pressure on it because I take blood thinners. I have to be careful.
Oh, yeah.
Things like bruise a lot easier and they bleed a lot easier.
Yeah, I used to take blood thinners after I had that blood clot. Girl, I thought I was going to RIP.
Well, they that's what they said caused my heart attack.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
Was a blood clot,
Mm-hmm.
and
Those
yeah,
things will take you out so fast.
yep.
But when it's not your time, it's not your time.
And I couldn't figure it out because I never had any problems with my heart. That was the thing, I never had any problems with that kind of stuff. Well, it wasn't my heart. It was a friggin' blood clot.
Yep.
Okay, so let's my nose is just like being athletic, it's jumping hurdles and all kinds of things tonight. Just trying to do the 200 dash heat, whatever that is.
I gotta take my my machine tonight. I cleaned it up. I definitely gotta take that because it does work now. What I do it at nighttime, I take the Naval machine and then I use my Flonase and then I go to bed. Last night I got 7 hours of sleep. I was so happy.
That's what you were saying this morning.
Yeah.
You
I
said,
was like
I got,
7.
I thought I thought it was 8, but yeah, you said 7. And
Yeah, 7.2.
I
So I
never
was
get
like,
that
well,
kind of sleep.
dang. 48 more minutes and then I could have had a whole 8 hours. It's nice. I haven't had 8 hours in a while.
I can't tell you when I had 8 hours. Even when I was working, I think the most I ever got was 6.
Yeah, I normally run on 5 and 6.
Yeah.
But then I take naps. But I haven't been able to take a nap in a minute. But I used to take naps too, sometimes 2 naps. So I could function on 4 or 5 hours, get up and, do some things and then take a nap. But I don't nap anymore for some reason.
Okay.
So I think,
I'm not hating on it.
yeah, see, you could fix it. That's one thing. You can always fix it.
I'm not loving it like I was loving yours, but
That's because you got to have one of them old raggedy brushes that I had. I don't even know which one it is, but I got a whole bunch of old raggedy brushes, and I had the right brush and the right paper. Because I even look at it and I can't get it done just like that one either.
yeah, that
Everyone
was
is
just.
different, huh?
I think that's what it is. I think it's just every one of them is going to end up different no matter what. And
Mm-hmm.
it's not much you're going to do about it because
But the Hannah
again,
Carlson books does help. The Hannah Carlson books does love the stippling. It sure does. That's for sure. Because that was the book I did it in.
I think
It's
mine's
that.
had too much water. 'Cause I know when you did your green one, you
Uh-huh.
did it really thick.
Yeah, I don't use a lot of water.
Yep, you did it real thick.
It's like almost like a paste.
Yep. And I put water in here to get it going, and then there was water on my brush, and now I got too much water, but that's all right. We'll fix it. We'll fix it.
Oh, my back. Pushing that lawnmower.
Girl, you were cracking me up the other day. You really was. I mean, I felt bad for you because you were out of breath.
Oh
But
no, that was a good workout though. I wasn't mad. I liked it.
but I'm like, girlfriend, slow down a little. I'm like, holy shit. She's running out there. She's like, zoom, 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 zoom. And then she's running back in and eating like a piece of bagel. And then she zoom, 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 zoom back outside. And then zoom, 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 zoom. I'm like, slow down. You're going to give yourself
Mm-hmm.
a friggin' heart attack.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
trying to get it. I had a time in my mind of what I wanted to finish, and then I had to finish it up the next day. Well, today, but now it's all finished. But I was today. I wanted to be weeding, but I couldn't do that because I was still cutting. But it got to be 93 degrees today.
Oh my God. Yesterday it got to be like almost 90 here.
Yeah,
It was hot.
and it was too late
And
for
then
me to do it in the morning.
Taylor was yelling at me at like 3 o'clock this morning, going, "Girl, why don't you have your air conditioner in?" I'm like, "Because it's like 58 today." you know, I'm not gonna put it in and then freeze for like one day a friggin' month.
Yeah, I have mine on. I always had that. Ooh.
Okay,
Ooh.
I'm gonna put a little bit of dark in here and then I'm gonna call it quits because, oh shit, paintbrush abuse. Doggone it. I just smeared that.
Oh, let me blow my nose.
Well, you didn't tell me that would happen.
What?
I got some other color in another color. I like accidentally mixed colors.
Oh yeah.
So I put my paper towel in there and tried to soak it up, and I lifted up and it was stuck to my paper towel.
Yeah. Those are learning curves.
right? All right, I think this is all too much water. I think I need to let it dry some.
I test the water or from my brush. I test it on my hand. So I'm kind of wiping off the water on my hand. Or you can use a napkin, but sometimes a napkin take a little bit more. But if you ever watch me when I'm doing it, I'm wiping my hand, the brush with my hand. And then I can feel right away if it's got too much water in there. That's the only
Right?
thing. Yeah, that's the only thing is the water. The water is the key. Too much or
Yep.
too little. Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna let this dry, and then if I need to add some dark, I'll add some dark
Yeah.
tomorrow or something.
And it will reactivate. So you definitely want to make sure you don't put a lot of water on there because it'll reactivate and what's already down there, it'll reactivate with the water that you're adding to it and it'll make it duller.
Right. Right. I want
Yeah.
it to.
That's
I just want to add some dark spots on my light spots,
uh-huh.
and yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah, there you go.
Look at that! I got friggin' paint splatter everywhere. How the hell did I do that?
Now the only thing I see that I do, I take washi tape and put it on the other side of the other page because that's a double page. Well, those books are double sided,
Yeah.
so I put a piece of washi tape on that other side. To prep your page, and then put a page behind it. Yeah, it can get messy.
How did I get water or paint splatter?
I don't know, but the only time I really worry about it is with the yellows, because then it's hard to clean it out. I don't like that. And so I don't have my Kiritakis right beside it. I just kind of have it to the side. But it'll get everywhere. But it's so fun. I'm like, okay. The
Well, it's just
outcome is,
in the other paint. See?
yeah, well, maybe you had so much water on the brush that it was dripping and you just didn't notice it. Yeah. Doing you dabbing. The dab goes around. Maybe just.
Heck yeah! I didn't know that
I take
either.
I take those things and I put them right on my page. The little paint things, I take them out and then I push that to the side or whatever. But anyway, you'll figure out what you want to
Yeah,
do.
it's like not cool. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do that, or
Yeah,
put the lid on it or something.
yeah, or yeah, you'll figure it out. Well, however you want to do it, you'll do it, and that's how you do it. uh,
So now all I got to do is can you see this better if I turn the light off? A little bit, a little bit. So let me big screen him, and then um. So this is kind of how he's turning out.
hmm It's fun to play in the YMCA.
I get such a big kick out of how shiny these paints are.
Yeah,
That just cracks me up.
yeah, and that's the thing. That shine, it makes it so that it's not a desirable one to put pencils on top of, because you like the shine is so cool.
Yep, and that's okay. I haven't gotten to where I want to paint a picture with them yet.
hmm
Um,
So
I
you
am going
just
to
on
try
the
different
backgrounds.
backgrounds. Yeah, I
Yeah,
am going to do different backgrounds with them.
it does
Not
make them
just
fast.
this kind
Hmm
of thing.
Yeah,
But yeah, I like to do like the background on your koi fish, your orange one.
Mm-hmm.
Me, not you, but me, I would do a black background because that's going to make that orange pop right out.
Mm.
It's going to make that just pop. And so that's what I would do.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
You're not a black type of background girl. You like color.
I like black backgrounds in my abandoned books, the reverse collage books. You see, I put all black background because they look so good. So I may try it for that page. I gotta finish everything else up and then I'll try. But I know I don't want to introduce any more new colors. I want to keep the palette limited.
Yep. And that's why you know, black is technically not a color. So.
So you never know. I might put black down.
Yep. That's what I do when I can't. I want a background, but I can't figure out what color to put down on it. I just black because it just makes the picture pop out more, you know. Yep. All right. Well, I probably should want to take my meds and call it a night, so I can work on my room again tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna go put a load of clothes in, and then I may come in. I don't know. See, now I'm tired. It was 10:30. I could get a second wind. I'm gonna look at some crime shows, and then maybe I'll probably come on at like 12 or something like that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because I need time right now because it's already 10:30. So
right.
I'm not gonna come back.
I'll probably be snoozed.
Yeah. So and then I'm just gonna come in for maybe 30 to 45 minutes. So
right. All right, honey. Thank you for visiting with me. I appreciate it.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
Alrighty.
Bye.
All right, everybody. I'm gonna head to the living room and watch some TV, my meds, and vegetate for the rest of the night. And then tomorrow, I'm gonna work on my room some more. See how far I get, and then a little bit each day. All right. Take care, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Bye.